Hi, I'm Vince Weston, and I'm not out in the woods. This is actually a beastie by Ryer Appledorn, and he's one of the YouTube guys out there. Really good artist. He builds these beasties along with lots of other things, so check out his channel. I'll put his name there for you. But this he actually sent me as being the winner of his 100th subscriber contest. And I think it's really neat. I believe it's a 49 Mercury in its natural habitat. Ryer can explain these much better than I ever would be able to, so I'll leave that up to him when you go check out his channel, if you don't already know him. I've got something else to show you, and just give me a minute and we'll go look at that. So I want to thank Ryer for sending that. I mean, it's terrific. I was actually surprised basically by its size. I didn't expect something that large. I thought, I don't know, I thought it might be an 8x10, but this is a really nice piece. A really nice detail in the photo. And the beastie is really cool too. But the other thing I wanted to show you was what I've been doing for about the last month. That's this little build here. Oops, excuse me for jerking around a little bit. It's a Fleischer Stork. It's from the Airfix kit. This was a bagged kit. I'm not even sure how old it really is. It's probably 60s. But I bought that in an estate sale, and I always like these. They're pretty cool looking little airplanes. So I decided to make a civilian version instead of the German version, so I'm sure purists will probably be a little upset with me, but that's okay. It's my plane. Let's see. Let's see if I can arrange the lights a little better. Maybe that's a little better. It's a 1/72nd kit, and I built it basically straight out of the box as a, what is it? I'm not sure of the flight numbers. Oh, it's, oh boy, sorry, an FI 156A, or excuse me, as a C, with the difference being the canopy, basically, big fat fingers and probably arms in the way. The canopy on top, where the C actually had a machine gun that would come out the back. I didn't include that since this is a civilian craft. And the A had a skid instead of a tail wheel. So, that's the difference between the A and the C, at least from what I can gather from Airfix. It's kind of a neat little kit. Most of it went together really well. The problem I actually had was the canopy pieces come in 3 pieces. There's a side for each, and then the top, which distinguishes it from an A and a C, which also actually supports the 2 wings. And I had a bit of a tough time getting that all glued together with non-distorting glues. Since super glue and regular model glue will distort the windows or clear parts. Otherwise, I mean, it was pretty neat. I had a lot of fun. It's painted in craft acrylics, craft acrylic white, and I think it's stormy gray for the bottom. And I mixed Tamiya blue and yellow to make the green for the shading up on top. I guess I could bring this a little closer maybe, and you might be able to see a little better. There we are. I gotta watch for the reflections. Okay, once again, it is civilian craft. Let's see if I can do this without breaking pieces off. I had fun with it. It actually was started out, I was going to build this as sort of a weekend project while I decided on what my next projects were going to be. And it actually took longer than that. I just finished it actually a couple days ago. So through life and 4th of July and some other things, that's what kind of delayed me from actually getting it completed. Fun kit, not overly detailed, though there is some nice detail to it. I just enjoyed it. Of course, once again, the number set that would go on the civilian aircraft is kind of a cheat. It's my initials and my anniversary date. So, since I didn't really have any, the kit comes with, let's see if this shows up at all, these set of decals. And since they were so old, I did bleach them. And actually they've come out pretty well, sun bleaching them. And the whites have really come back. It took a good several weeks for it to actually clear up. As a matter of fact, I put it up there before I started the kit in a south-facing window, and I just took it down just today. But you can see it cleaned up pretty nicely. I'd be a little concerned to use them because of their age. I'd probably have to, decal coat them to actually use them again. But since I was building a civilian, I figured it was not necessary to even worry about them. But I just wanted to experiment with sun bleaching. I've done it before, and it works out pretty well. That's about the size of it. But I have come to a conclusion on what my next builds will be. I gotta make sure I got them within reach. And I'll be putting up another video shortly as to an introduction. Actually, it's going to be, for me, an unusual thing in that it's a dual build. I'm going to do 2 kits simultaneously, and I'll talk a lot more about them in the introduction video, but I'll give you a quick peek. Here, let me move this guy out of the way and grab them. Hopefully they won't flare too much. Yeah, I guess they will. And maybe I should back up. That might help. And I think I'll turn this off. There we go. That's probably a little better. I decided, since it's kind of summertime, that maybe doing a couple of summertime builds might be a good idea. So the one kit here is actually the ice cream truck put out by AMT. This is the release from like 2002 or something. Yeah, from 2002. It was part of the International Model and Hobby Expo exclusive. And actually, I won't be building this one. I have a bagged kit of it that I bought, and that's what I'll be building. And then the other one is the Icicle, which is actually a bicycle, not a motorcycle. And I'll get more into the very odd thing about this. This was a buyer's choice released by AMT in 2002 also. So both of them come from that time. And there's some pretty interesting oddities about this kit and the box and everything that goes along with it. But I'll get into that a little bit more with the introduction video, which I'll be shooting shortly. But I just wanted to give you a little teaser here of what I finally decided to do. And that's all I've got at the moment. Thanks for watching, thanks for subbing, and thanks for comments. I really enjoy them. So we'll see you in a little bit. I promise it won't be another month before the next video. I'll be shooting that pretty soon. Alright, bye.